the most majestic creatures on planet Earth. The thrill of a high adrenaline adventure. Up-close experiences with some of the world's most endangered species.
Is that the baby?
Your passport to fun starts in the awe-inspiring beauty of southeastern Ohio. Join us as we visit North America's largest wildlife conservation center and take a look at the wilds.
Hello and welcome to A Look at the Wilds. I'm 10 TV's Jeff Hogan.
And I'm 10 TV's Angela Ann. Are we ready to have some fun?
I can't wait for this. This is going to be great.
It is. We are at the 10,000-acre Wilds Conservation Center. We are only a short 90-minute drive from Columbus, but it feels like a continent far away.
I mean, you look over one shoulder, there's giraffes off in the distance, there's rhinos another way, there's a lake over here, just beyond that, camels.
So much to see here, and in fact, we're standing right in front of the Zipline Tower, which I understand is a pretty cool way to see the wilds.
That's what I hear, but I'm about to go find out for myself because I'm doing the Zipline tour over top of these animals.
Well, I want to go.
Short straw, sorry. You drew it. You lost the coin flip. I'm going, but you have some fun stuff. You're going to go on a wild side tour with Tom Stock. You're going to get to feed some animals. How great is that?
Should be a lot of fun. I have two pieces of advice for you then if you're going to go on the Zipline.
Okay.
Don't look down.
All right.
And hold on tight.
I will. See you. Have fun.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Angela, you ready for a wild side tour?
Let's do it. It looks like fun.
What a beautiful day.
It's gorgeous. So what are we going to see?
We are going to see so many animals. How about some rhinos, giraffes, ostrich? We'll keep going.
All right. It's called the Wild Side Tour. Let's go. What makes the Wild Side Tour so unique here at the Wilds?
Well, I think it's the up close. You know, you're getting up close. You're going off-road, literally inches away from animals.
So tell me what we're doing right now because we are definitely going off-roading.
So this is an opportunity to come out and see some of our friends. These are Bactrian camel, and we're literally right in the herd. And you can see these beautiful animals. They are actually shedding their long hair. They do very well in the winter. And yeah, they're coming right up to the truck.
They're coming right up to the camera guy and he has no idea.
Yeah. Well, hello. Good morning.
Where's my camera? Hold on. Dave, don't move. This is called reverse rolls right now. I wish Dave could see how close that camel came.
You know, the Wild Side Tour is so special because you have that opportunity just with your, little small family, 8 to 10 people. You're here with an excellent guide. They're telling you stories, not only about, the beautiful Bactrian camel, but also giving you an opportunity to ask any question you want.
That's great. I love it.
Yeah, she's having a bad hair day.
I'll say.
But at least she has hair.
Right.
This is Elvis.
Hi, Elvis.
And Elvis is a Grevy's zebra. And the differences between the zebra species, I'll tell you real quick, when you look at Elvis, you see those big, big ears. And although all zebras have long ears, the Grevy's have longer ears. And if you look at the stripes on a Grevy zebra stop right at the belly. Elvis is the leader of the herd.
Oh, is he?
And so they're all following. And, oh, there's a young one right there.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, and that's something. Before we get to the giraffes, we are welcomed by an ostrich.
Oh,
so,
hi.
we have a female ostrich here. They're not the most intelligent animal in the world, but we don't want to tell her that.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what that means.
They're amazing. They're so fast.
Hi.
When they start running, I mean, literally, they'll go 40 miles an hour. And just wanting to come up and check us out. So as we come up to our giraffes,
Look.
this is one of the most popular part of the Wild Side Tour.
Hi. Oh.
Okay, here we go.
Now what? Oh. Oh. Ah! Oh gosh, I'm sorry.
Now, you don't get this opportunity every day, right?
No.
Look at how beautiful this male is. This is a reticulated giraffe.
My goodness.
There are many different types of subspecies of giraffes, and when you get an opportunity to get this close, now you can see the eyelashes, the long tongue, the long neck.
Hi.
You know what we need to do is maybe take a selfie.
I can do that.
Okay, ready? Hold on here.
We did it. I want to see how our selfie turned out. So let's see.
Hey, that's awesome.
That's a great picture.
Yeah, it really is.
Ooh, are those rhinos?
Yeah, for me, this is the grand finale.
Really?
Wild side. So,
Oh, wow.
how do you like a 5,500-pound animal running towards your vehicle? It's a little breathtaking, huh?
That is like all body mass.
Yeah, it's amazing. We're very proud of the fact that we've had 5 generations born here. We have a very large herd, and it's great to see these species thriving here at the Wilds.
Is that the baby?
Yep, that's the baby.
Is that the baby at 2,000 pounds?
Yeah, that's exactly right. You named that weight right. It is absolutely amazing to be in the herd of white rhinos. And the thing that I also love is when you're taking photos. I'm kind of a photo geek. When I take a photo here at the Wilds, I honestly have to take it and wonder, was that when I was in South Africa, or was it when I was at the Wilds?
You can't tell.
And you can't tell. So it's funny because people come to the Wilds and they think they're just coming to get on a wild side tour and see some, really amazing things.
Yeah.
But when you're here, I want you to know that there's many things going beyond just your tour. This is a place for conservation in action.
You know, there's sightseeing, but wouldn't you rather go flight seeing like this?
80 feet above this water and 410 feet along this section of Zipline gives you a bird's eye view of the picturesque landscape here at the Wilds. This is one of the 10 zip lines that take you above the Wilds and out into the wild blue yonder. And if you're a little green at ziplining, no worries. This, like every other tour here at the Wilds, is led by professional guides. These zipline experts will put you through a quick training course so you can be safely flying high in a matter of minutes.
I want you guys to be aware of this platform. When you're zipping in towards me, I'm going to be giving you that brake signal.
We'll take good care of you.
All right.
Step down that first step, both hands up there.
All right.
Lean back a little bit, so you're good to go.
No, but they tell me if you just jump and cannonball just a little bit here, you'll go a lot faster.
Once you launch from that first perch, you will quickly emerge from the foliage and be greeted by a lush panoramic view of the acreage that abounds at a cruising speed that allows you to comfortably take it all in. Your tour guides are not only experts in ziplining, but act as our zoologists in the air, providing information at each landing about the wildlife you will see from above as you glide to the next tower. There are a few great ways to zip your way across the landscape here. The traditional tour has 10 lines and takes about 2.5 hours. If you prefer to get your feet back on land a little sooner, there's an 1.5-hour tour that covers 5 lines. And for a view that brings all the colors of the spectrum together, try the Zipline Sunset Tour on Friday and Saturday evenings. And like everything here at the Wilds, ziplining is fun for the whole family. Children have to be at least 10 years old and accompanied by an adult if they're under 12. And Monday through Friday, the same amount of fun costs half as much for kids 15 and under.
Even when the zip lining is done, the fun isn't over because we get to rappel down from the last tower, wrapping up a great day of flight seeing at the Wilds.
Adventure awaits you here at the Wilds. Go to thewilds.org right now and book yourself a wildside tour, or maybe try out the zip lining. But there are so many fun ways to explore this amazing place, and we are just getting started here at the Wilds. When we come back, we'll take a look at some of the upscale accommodations that you can stay in when you visit.
You've heard us say this before. It really does feel like when you come out to the Wilds, you're in a completely different continent. You'd have to go to Africa to get this kind of terrain and these kind of wild animals. But don't take our word for it. Even Jungle Jack agrees.
The Wilds is probably the best kept secret, not just in the state of Ohio, or probably this country. The Wilds is How do you describe this? Let me look behind me here. 10,000 acres, 110 lakes, animals from all over the world, some of the most endangered species in the entire world. We're talking about maybe only 100 animals of some of these species left in the entire world. I were to bring you out here in a helicopter, blindfolded, and landed you in one of these incredible areas, you would think you were landing in the middle of Africa.
Jake Bush took his dad on the Wild Side tour and was amazed by the animals, saying they had a fantastic experience at the Wilds. Brenda from Heath, Ohio said the Wild Zipline tour was awesome. They explained the animals and the history. They made everyone feel like superstars. The Wilds differs from other safaris because they only offer guided tours. You'll always have an expert with you to teach you about the animals here, and one of the most spectacular tours is the Sunset Safari Tour. This evening tour starts with an orientation from our guide.
Welcome to the Wilds, ladies and gentlemen. You are riding with Safari 13 on bus 24.
The tour gives Wilds visitors beautiful, sweeping views of the landscape bathed in the late evening sun. Our first encounter was with Père David's deer.
The Père David deer were formerly from China. There's an incredibly cute baby running over there, so I have to let you take a look at him.
Aww. Next, we got very close to the bantang.
The bantang are a species of wild cow from Southeast Asia.
And then the very rare and exotic Sichuan takin.
They share the same habitat as the great panda.
The Sunset Safari Tour is about 2 hours long and gets you up close to many of the rare and endangered animals at the Wilds. The tour feeds your curiosity about wild animals and also feeds you. Included in the tour is a buffet-style dinner on the deck of the Overlook Cafe. Our evening tour ended with striking views of the sunset filtered through dramatic clouds from a late-day rainstorm. The vistas created the feeling you were far away in Africa, not nearby in the rolling hills of southern Ohio.
So Tom, that Sunset Safari looks amazing.
Oh, it's absolutely such a fun time. And when you see that sunset coming down, talk about great time to take a great picture.
Sure. So that's a one-day thing, but people can come here and do overnights too.
I recommend it. This is Nomad Ridge. We have 12 yurts, and a yurt is a beautiful tent. I'll show you inside here in a little bit. An opportunity for an adult-only experience. So you're celebrating your birthday, anniversary, a great time to get a beautiful view and have a great overnight stay.
And a great way to get away from this. There's no technology in there.
No TVs, no cell phones.
So nothing?
It's time to get close to nature.
Let's go see.
Okay,
leaving that out there. Whoa, look at this. Amazing.
So welcome to Nomad Ridge. This is a great yurt, and you're definitely not going to rough it here. Bamboo flooring, hot showers, restroom, beautiful bed, beautiful views.
Air condition.
And heat. So you have an opportunity to just get a great escape, and you're right here in Ohio.
This isn't like camping though, right?
This is glamping.
Glamping.
So it's glamorous camping.
It's nice.
Yeah, so you're not going to rough it at all.
Your visit to the yurts at Nomad Ridge is a first-class affair. There's no planning at mealtime, as your dinner and breakfast are included with your accommodations. Relax with a glass of wine and enjoy fabulous views from the observation deck. Take in the natural rhythms of some of the world's rarest animals. A perfect place for photography buffs to capture one-of-a-kind photos. Retire to your yurt and then wind down with quiet moments on your private deck. Listen as the animal calls make the night come alive. And if you really want to go first class, make a reservation to stay in The Lodge. The Lodge is a private luxury cabin located in a remote location at the Wilds, and it is near one of the most scenic lakes on the property. The Lodge is designed to accommodate up to 12 guests. Complimentary passes for the open-air safari or the Safari Transport Pass are included in your stay at the Lodge. Enjoy a truly unique experience when you stay in the yurts at Nomad Ridge or the Lodge here at the Wilds.
Whether you're out here for just a day or having an overnight stay, there are plenty of ways to relax. Like, how about fishing on one of these scenic, tranquil lakes?
These stocked lakes and ponds provide serenity from their remote locations and excitement in search of a large catch. You can arrange to use a boat supplied by the Wilds or fish from the bank of one of their scenic lakes. Wilds guests will have an attendant during their excursion to get them to and from the fishing locations, as well as assist with the boating equipment.
Another great way to unwind out here among the 10,000 acres of grasslands, woodlands, wetlands, and lakes is to go out and search for birds and butterflies.
Bird watchers will want to make their way to the birding station at Jeffrey Point and aim their binoculars skyward. The Wilds is home to a great diversity of bird species. And if watching monarchs makes you feel like a king, the butterfly habitat at the Wilds is an opportunity to see their restoration ecology work in action. A walking trail winds through 10 acres of prairie, wetland, and woodland that has been planted with flowering plants selected especially to encourage butterflies to flourish.
Visiting the Wilds is a great way to maximize on your summer fun and adventure, and it begins with a tour of this amazing conservation center. So book online or just come out and enjoy a zip line or even a safari tour. Remember, the Wilds is open year-round. Check out thewilds.org for more information.
Taking a tour on a safari bus like this is a lot of fun, but I'm about to get saddled up and go on a horseback riding tour. Plus, we'll take a look at some of the other tours available for safari right here at the Wilds.
Welcome back to A Look at the Wilds. Jeff and Tom are getting saddled up now for their next tour.
There we go. That was pro-ish, huh? I have my trusty steed Buck right here. He's just getting one last little feed before we head off. Who do you have here?
I have Bailey, and we are ready to go horseback riding at the Wilds.
Buck, let's go, buddy.
So Jeff, this is the portion of the Wilds that no one really gets an opportunity to see, to go off-road with a horse.
Yeah, no doubt we're off-road. We're in the mud here.
You know, there's nothing better than going for a horseback ride out in the country.
No, it's fantastic.
When you're horseback riding on 9,000 acres, you feel like you're in Montana.
Well, let me ask you this too, because I'm not a great horseback rider. And you don't have to be, it seems.
No, the thing that I love about our program, we have great guides. They teach you how to ride a horse. The horses are well trained, and our guides will actually have a speaker system, so as they're pointing things out, you're listening through an earpiece.
So Tom, sunset tours, how great are those on horseback? That's mixing up the best of both worlds there, huh?
Yeah, actually something new and really fun. So it starts in the evening around 6 o'clock. We head off and deep into the Wilds. It's a great ride. It's peaceful, nice and quiet.
It's incredible how much space there is out here. I mean, this is a different frontier. Where else do you suppose you could go horseback riding and come across giraffes, rhinos, takin?
And when you go on a horseback adventure, it really is an adventure.
So Tom, it's another guided tour with a little different perspective. What fun, man. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you had fun. There's nothing better than a horseback ride at the Wilds.
No doubt. Buck, hey, let's go back to the corral. Come on, guys.
You know, there are so many different ways for people to see the Wilds when they come out here. We've shown you the Wild Side Tour, the Zipline Tour, and the Sunset Tour. Well, here's another popular choice for a lot of people, and it's right there, the Open Air Safari Tour.
Nothing is more exciting than a tour through the Wilds on an open-air safari. This tour takes you through the Wilds animal areas in a unique open-air vehicle that lets you relax, feel the breeze, and get an up-close look at these beautiful animals.
Being able to house herds of animals instead of individuals, it makes us really successful with a number of them in natural breeding processes.
Your knowledgeable guide will take you through open-range animal areas, where you'll see rhinos, the scimitar horned oryx, and majestic giraffes. Plus many other rare and endangered animals roaming in large natural settings.
They are excellent swimmers though. You can see there's a couple of males down there.
Explore, learn, and relax while you observe all the wildlife around you. It is an outstanding opportunity for wildlife photography, and the tour runs approximately 2.5 hours. It is a favorite with guests who visit the Wilds.
Wow, now that looks like a relaxing way to travel. You can do so much out here. It's such an awesome place to book a day trip or even a staycation here. You can plan an activity in the morning, you can go on a tour after lunch. It's just a great way to get away from your normally hectic schedule. Just visit thewilds.org and start planning your excursion.
Still to come, looking for a wild place to send the kiddos for summer camp? Look no further. We'll be right back.
Oh, the grounds themselves is beautiful. You know, it's a lot prettier than I ever thought it was going to be, and you get to see a lot of different kinds of animals. So we really enjoyed it so far.
Wilds visitor Brenda said, "A childhood friend and I took our grandsons on the open air tour. We had a terrific time. We hope to make the Wilds an annual event."
So Tom, when we look at 10,000 acres, such a special land that you have here at the Wilds, what makes the conservation so unique?
Well, it's all about what we're doing here, our mission. It's focusing on connecting people and wildlife. We do it every single day, from education, conservation, and family fun. The key to conservation is coexistence. The #1 reason why we have conservation issues is because of human-wildlife conflict. We have a lot of people in this world, and we have only so much for habitat, and so we have to learn to coexist.
And as you take the tour around the Wilds, you really see this is a living laboratory.
And there are some big things happening here. We're talking about making a difference for wildlife and wild places.
What is wonderful is you are passing these lessons on to the future generations.
That's the most important thing, right? When we're talking about the future, we're hoping that we're creating biologists, conservationists, and inspiring people to care about our planet.
Wonderful.
The Wilds is the perfect place for a family adventure, but it's also a great place to learn. And there are tons of opportunities for kids to attend camps and learn about the rare animal species that are here and the environment we all share.
Kids learn by doing, and the Wilds has plenty of programs that are filled with animal education, plus the right amount of fun to make the days enjoyable. The camp setting is very cool, with campers learning in nature-themed yurts. For kids who really like getting wild, the annual week-long Wild Camp gives youths 8 to 18 the opportunity to learn about conservation and visit with the rare species that live here. For schools and groups, conservation education camps have school programs and programs for scout groups and homeschoolers.
I can fix this one for you. Hold on a second.
These camps allow kids to interact with their instructors and experience hands-on learning about the rare species that live here, and do it in a great setting in beautiful southeastern Ohio. Check out thewilds.org for more information. A conservation or camp program at the Wilds will create kid memories that will last a lifetime.
Your passport to adventure and fun here at the Wilds begins with a tour of this amazing conservation center. Just go online and come out. Enjoy one of our expert guided tours. Or consider a family or individual membership to the Wilds. Member benefits include free safari tours, discounts on premium tours and lodging, plus free parking. For a few dollars more, you can add on a membership to the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium and stay connected to all of the amazing creatures that inhabit our planet. Check out thewilds.org for more information.
Always a great time at the Wilds.
Well, thank you both for coming. You know, it's a full day, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about all the things that you can do. It's always an adventure at the Wilds.
Well, sometimes it's 2 days. And every time we get out here, there's always something new. It hasn't been that long we've been out here.
No.
And there's new animals out here.
You know, it's a lot of fun, and it's also about our core mission: conservation, education, and connecting people and wildlife.
Well, Tom Saw, thank you so much, and thank you for joining us. Hope you had a great time watching.
We can tell folks that your adventure awaits right here at the Wilds. Thank you for taking this look at the Wilds. We'll see you next time.